If I keep doing these videos, the more the videos continue, this room is going to get more full. It's going to get fuller and fuller. Eventually, there's going to be a bed where the Memoria poster is, and other things. I have seen a lot of disturbing movies in just the past few years. I mean, films where people literally cut each other open for sexual gratification or eat each other, but women talking is probably the most disturbing, and not by prodding your senses with these grotesque set pieces and special effects, but just by reminding you of the pure horror of people. Each time a character leaves, they return more bruised and beaten than the last time we saw them. The men and their attacks in this film serve as this insurmountable cosmic force that hangs over the women. But what makes it so beautiful is that it never becomes villainous or sinister. It just remains as that just unbearable product of fear that it really is. To see writer-director Sarah Polley handle such searing topics like this, I mean, sexual assault, misogyny, religion, and do it with such a poetic sort of meaning that nothing shot or said seems orchestrated to provoke some kind of response or something. I mean, it just hit me like a freight train the first time I saw it. There is such a painful humanity to this film. I mean, the women and the men are these creatures of their environment, each playing out their days the way they always have, out of a fear of rejection from God. Even when the men are gone, they still wipe the crumbs off the tables and set out silverware, constantly haunted by these eternal duties that they have. I mean, they still wear their floral gowns that cover them entirely, even when they're charging someone with a sickle or demanding their freedom. It's like their faith has been turned as a weapon against them, being unable to rely on their own experiences for fear it may be their imagination. It's as though the life has been drained from this movie. I mean, even the picturesque mornings and glowing fields that they're running through, which are usually really saturated and lurid in a lot of films, are shot in this sepia tone and gray kind of way, which to me serves not only to plant us in the scenery, but the mindset of these women as well. I mean, even their faces sometimes skirt the edges of the frame or kind of come in and out of focus as they're running. I mean, it's as though these attacks that they're experiencing are harming their physical presence on Earth as well as their bodies. In many ways, Women Talking is not a film about women or men. It's a film about humans and human nature, how beautiful and how horrifying that could be. And at a time when sexual assault and misogyny and all these issues are so ingrained in our culture more than ever before, it really avoids the obvious sort of pitfalls that most movies with heavy material do that really weigh them down. And again, no matter how heavy this movie is, it freaking soars through the air in this just unbelievable lightness that both terrifies me at how horrifying people can be and yet fills me with this just unimaginable joy to be alive. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I'd probably give Women Talking 8 popcorn bags out of 10. It was, really, really good. It had a lot of women in it, and they were talking, so I got what I paid for.